This can be really effective if you're photographing, say, a child's basketball game and you're trying to have that perfect anticipatory shot and you don't know exactly when the moment's going to happen. What you can do is go ahead and use the burst mode. It's really ideal for capturing those fast-moving subjects, and you get several options from which to choose. Sometimes it's a lot of junk. The great thing is you can go ahead and just select the one best image. To use burst mode, open the camera app. Now make sure you're in photo mode, not in video or in portrait. And you're simply going to swipe the shutter button to the left to begin taking a series of photos and continue holding. And then you'll just lift your finger to stop, and you'll have taken a succession of photos in that instant time. So then at that point, you can go to your photo library and you'll see the burst. And if you'll notice in the upper left-hand corner, I took 71 photos in that very, very short amount of time by simply swiping to the left and holding my finger down. Once I lifted, the burst completed. And so you will see all those images here, and I can sort of swipe through from the bottom. That way I'm able to view all of the different image options. And I can then go ahead and make selections of the images that I prefer the most. That way I don't keep all 71 of those individual images, unless of course I want to. And then I'll be prompted to either keep everything or keep only those 5. Now, another really cool feature is live photos. This is a feature on iPhones that captures a moment in motion. And when you take a live photo, what it does is it records 1.5 seconds of video before and after you press the shutter button. So it creates a short animation that includes sound. And for someone who has to post on social often for my business, I find live photos can be really cool because if I'm taking a photo and my goal is to create the image, it's awesome to be able to then use that image and let's say like an Instagram reel or in a post where the image then comes to life. So let me show you what this looks like. So to take a live photo, you simply want to open your camera on your phone. And again, make sure your camera is set to photo mode and that live photo is turned on. So you'll see that icon at the top, the circles that ascend in size. So there's like 3 circular rings at the top of the camera screen. Now your live photo is going to be set on by default. So if you have tapped it off, it will be off. If you tap it back on, it will then be activated on. Some people like to keep it off because the file size is going to be larger. To use live photo, you simply tap the shutter button or click the camera control on your iPhone 16 to take a live photo. And now to view the live photos, simply go to your camera roll, select the images or image from that series, and you notice in the top left corner, it says live, which indicates that that photo is a live photo. And so to see the image come to life, simply go ahead and hold down on the image and you'll see that whole animation emerge. So we get that entire clip from the moment before the shutter was released and the moment after. So it sort of pieces it all together in this really neat little clip. Now, this can be really, really powerful because especially when photographing humans, we get emotion behind the image. So in addition to just capturing the moment, we get the sentiment involved. And I think that that's really quite beautiful. And it just offers us again, continued variety and options. Now, you'll notice that this live photo, the actual image itself that's been created, has the photographic style attached, that style that we shot the image in. And so I don't love this application, this filter effect. So what I can do now is go ahead and make adjustments by simply editing the image, and I'm able to go ahead and return to those photographic styles and apply a different style that I might find to be more favorable. So that's what's really neat because these are all non-destructive. You can go ahead and edit to your heart's content. So if I go ahead now and commit this edit, I'll just go ahead and click done. And now this will add to my camera roll. Now it's still a live photo. So if I go ahead and hold down on the image, I still get that live edit, which is really, really cool. If I want to go ahead and edit that live video, in other words, edit the animation, what I need to do is actually save this as a video. To do that, click on the ellipses in the top right hand corner and go ahead and save as video. And now that video will appear in my camera roll, and I can now edit this animation. So essentially, the photo comes to life and I can edit it here. I will not have nearly as many options as I do with the photographic styles, but we can still make it look pretty cool by hitting filter and just applying some of these filters, which you may already be familiar with because they have been inherent to the iPhone for some time. And that's what you'll find prior to the new photographic styles. We get these vivid and vivid warm, vivid cool, dramatic, etc. So this all might be very, very familiar to you, but I wanted to show you how you would then edit the live photo if you wanted to edit the animation itself. And then again, of course, you can make individual adjustments throughout.